Hello. We update. This is primary to Northlanarkshire Council. I'm Mr. Robert Brownlee, Don Angus, Mike Lee of the Environmental in Northlanarkshire Council, and the CEO of Northlanarkshire Council. Don't ask me who he is. The last one I knew was Des Murray. As you've seen earlier today in my last video, that's not just the first one. If you go into my Facebook page, you'll see the ones that I've caught. That's just a small amount of the ones that I've caught outside. They're outside, that doesn't worry me. It's when they're in my house. And as I've said before, Robert Brownlee knows the mass migration that's going to start when they start digging over in the field. And it's not just my house that's going to get it. It's everybody's house. And they'll be in the foundations of the houses. It's just that you've not noticed them. Because, you know, who's got fed traps down underneath their cupboards? Not a lot of people. And a bit crazy, innit? Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. Our glorious council leader, or councillor, shall we say, Mr. Greg Lennon, who states that there's no issues with vermin within the area. Now, we all know mice and rats and all the rest of it, they all float about the area. But who the fuck wants them in their house? You don't, I definitely don't. And this is going to get worse and worse and worse once they start taking the topsoil off the field over there. Because as of today, I found in a rough piece of ground about 4 or 5 dead rats. So I'm going to make the assumption that they've been poisoned by somebody or whoever. And well, there's no raptors there now. I've not seen any for a good few weeks. The crows and the magpies, we're not even touching them. Tells you a lot about what's happening in the environment, people. And I know that there's 1 or 2 people had rats in their back gardens because they borrowed my traps. I know somebody who has a potential rat in their house. They've done nothing about it. Fuck's sake, people, get a grip. And this is going to be back to 2018, people. You know. The council know about all this. The Council Environmental Agency know all about this. Councillor Lennon knows all about this. And it all starts with food waste. So all you folk out there that keep flinging grub out for the wee birds and all the rest of it, it's entirely up to you. But see, when you start getting rats in your house, don't come moaning. Don't moan about it. Because you started it. And this is how it's going to end. You know, I mean, you don't need the brains of an archbishop to suss out what's going to happen. It's fucking beggars belief. I mean, you must be really thick or stupid not to think that you're going to bring more vermin. And I'm not talking about the two-legged kind. I'm talking about the four-legged ones and the ones that fly about the place, who actually nest within the area. So see all you people that keep flinging grub out, yous are the cause. You have exacerbated the situation by flinging grub out. And I know there's a couple of Fruit Loops within the area, you know, who think nothing of it. Everybody else has got to live with it. And you don't moan about me with my dogs and all the rest of that shit. That's up. What all you want. My dog's only going to give you wheals disease. My dog's only going to kill your kids. I'm not going to. My dogs and myself will not do you any harm. But that will. And see when it eats through, if it gets into your house and it eats through the electrics, and your house goes on fire, well done. Or it contaminates wherever it's been, which you usually do, and you touch it, it's down to use. Is all that bloody clever? Maybe not. Maybe not. And for Councillor Lennon to make every excuse underneath the sun, the same as Northlanarkshire Council, Mr. Robert Brownlee, the area manager, who has had numerous emails from myself in relation to this. Nothing. Crickets. Doesn't want to know every excuse underneath the sun. It's down to use, folks. It's down to use. You're the ones that can sort it. See when you're lying sleeping at night and the rats are crawling about you downstairs, and then they decide to crawl in the cavity up the walls and up through into the loft or wherever they go. It's up to you to stop it. It's up to you to say to the council, nah, this isn't happening. And it's not even about the park. It's nothing about the football park across there with the new migrant centre. That fades into the background. You're all that quick about bitching with one another and try to make yourself look good and gain brownie points and all the rest of that shit. That doesn't save you when your kids are fucking dying or you're dying with wheals disease. You know, I mean, you really want to take a good hard look at yourself, people. Every one of you that live in this area. Every one of you. Because you have all had the chance to stand up and act as a community. And you all hide behind whatever you hide behind. Oh, I don't like to say. I know you don't like to say, but you're quick enough at putting your tuppence worth in when it's something shite that you want to talk about. So this is just a wee 10 minute moan, people. And what I've caught within the last X amount, weeks, months, whatever, years even, is going to fall into the background to what's actually coming in. And why? Because you don't stand up. You just sit back and expect everybody else to do your fighting for you. Well, fair enough. You sit in the background. I'm not fighting for you, I'm fighting for me. Because it clearly shows that you couldn't give a monkeys about what happens in the area or what happens to your kids. So, on that wee cheery note, have a nice Monday morning.